Welcome to the Great British Crochet Off technical version, where I chat through the technical aspects of this week's episode of the Great British Crochet Off, a series where I watch an episode of the Great British Bake Off and then crochet something that inspires me from it. This was 70's week, and the bakers had to make a 70's gateau cake, so like a layered cake that was filled with like delicious creams and things like that. I was inspired by Christian's gateau cake, and I was inspired to make this top that I'm wearing here, little 360. If you missed my 70's week episode, you can check it out already posted on my page. But in the meantime, let's go back in time and see how we got here. Okay, we are back, kind of vaguely. It was 70's week, and okay, I had two ideas, and the first idea I'm definitely gonna do in a couple of weeks when the bake off is over and I have like a little bit more time. But the second idea was like, it started as a cropped vest. I don't know if it would be considered a vest or a tank top, but like a cropped vest or tank top that is based on one of the gateau cakes that they had to make. Because I knew 70's week was going to be very good for me when it comes to color. So this is Christian's cake. And I had a hard time picking whose cake I was going to turn into this outfit. When I saw the cakes, I started thinking about, like a cropped vest tank top thing. I have the vision in my head, but I wasn't sure whose cake it was going to be. And then I kind of thought about my closet and what I would wear the most. And Christian, I love yellow. So we are going to do, the base of it is going to be this like mustard yellow. And I'm going to do like a cropped tank top vest thing. And it's gonna have like really like frilly shoulders if I can manage it, and maybe trim those in white, and then do like a rainbow, kind of like a rainbow like he did on the side of some of his cakes, in the brown and the pink and the yellow, and like trimmed by the white. It's all gonna make sense once I start to do it. Let's start with our actual like main piece. So I'm gonna start with my crocheted ribbing for the chest here, which I've talked about before. It's just single crochet on the back loop, so we're going to do that enough so it can encompass my rib cage here. So let's get started with that. Okay, so I crochet up my ribbing, and each one of these is about 14 inches, so this is front and back. And now I've been working up the lemon peel stitch, and I'm at just about the point where I want to start opening up for the neckline. So I've marked, so this is the very middle point, and then this is as far as I want to open up. So as I work up this lemon peel stitch from this point on, I'm going to slowly start to do decreases to this point on either side. And then in a few more rows, I'm also going to knock this a few ways in, so I have room for my armhole. So this is gonna be the front panel, so I'm gonna keep on doing that. And where this point is now, this is around where it's gonna fit. So I'm gonna keep working this up. Apologies if the lighting in here isn't very good, but I'm watching the Martha Stewart documentary, so I'm trying to like create a vibe. So basically, last time I left you guys, I had marked this off. So I started working up, slowly decreasing this side as I went, and then after probably about an inch, I went in by 10 stitches here, and just continued to work this up until I believe, and I'll put the pattern here, until I believe I got to 11 stitches left, and I worked those up until this was a total of, I'm a size small, and I'm like a short small. So this is around 16 inches from ribbing to the top of here, and then I mirrored it the exact same thing on the other side. So this is the front of our top, and now we're working on the back. I put the exact same 70 stitches in, and now I'm working this up, and I'm going to work it up until I get to the point, this exact same point here, where I'm going to go in 10 for the armholes, and then obviously instead of doing a split down the middle, like a V down the middle, I'm just going to do a split in the middle because I want it to be button up on the back. So once I get to this point, I'm going to start working it in 2 halves, and I'll show you what that looks like when I get to that point. So here's the back panel finish. So like I said, I worked up to the same point where I was going to put the armhole here. And then I went in the same amount, and I just worked these up as 2 separate panels because there's going to be 2 like heart button fasteners here. So now I'm going to sew these 2 pieces together and make my like the base of it's a tank top, let's be real. And then I'm going to start to work on the arm like flourishy
fluffy shoulder things. So this is what I'm talking about with the sleeves. So I'm starting to build this up, and I'll put the increase rows here. Basically, I did 70 stitches around, and then I did a single crochet and then an increase, and then I did a row of, and these are half double crochets, by the way, and then I did a row of just plain half double crochets, and then I did 2 half double crochets and increase repeated around, and now I'm just building rows up based on that. And now what I'm trying to decide, I definitely want the pink and the brown. So I'm going to do a stripe of pink and a stripe of brown also on these sleeves. Technically there's orange in the original cake, but I feel like it's going to be a lot for just basically like my purposes. I like the orange in his cake. I just don't know if it's going to work for this top, especially because I chose more of a mustardy yellow than Christian did. So I think I'm going to go with just the pink and the brown, and yeah. And then these are the buttons for the back to button up the back. I actually already had these from another project. I didn't end up using them for it, and they definitely gave me the vibes of the cherries on top of the cake. So that's going to be these. So now I'm going to do my stripes on the this sleeve of the pink and the brown. And if I want to add the orange, and I could undo it and add it in, but I think I like these 3 colors together. Excuse the chaos because we are at the chaos section of the Great British Crochet Off. So sleeves are done. I think this is like 4 or 5 rows of yellow. I'll put it here. I chained on 70 stitches. And I think I already talked about the increases here, but I'll put all the increases in rows for the sleeves here. So I worked a couple of rows of yellow, 2 rows of pink, and 2 rows of brown, and repeated that on the other side. And now what I'm doing is just bringing the pink and the brown into the neckline just to kind of tie it all together. I was going to do some like rainbow squiggly things, but I honestly, guys, this shirt's really cute and I think I'm going to wear it all the time. So I didn't want to add too much to it. So I'm going to do this neckline here in the pink and the brown. And then I'm going to put my buttons on, and I think I might be done because I think I might like seriously love this. I'm not sure if you heard that, but I think Violet agrees.
And here is the finished top. So I did a line of single crochet in the brown and then a line of single crochet in the pink, and I just wove in all of my ends. I did 2 really basic little button loops here, just 2 like chains of I think 14 or 15 stitches to make the button loops to kind of close the back up. And that's it. I didn't want to add anything else to it because, again, I love this shirt and I wanted to make something I would wear, and I will be wearing this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you have any questions about how to make your own, let me know, and I will see you guys next week.